Hi, my name is Ilma and welcome to my channel. I've been posting Christian blogs 12 years now every day. Today I'd like to share Genesis 40 verses 9 to 15. Here's the word of God. So the chief cupbearer told his dream to Joseph and said to him, "In my dream there was a vine before me, and on the vine there were 3 branches. As soon as it budded, its blossoms shot forth, and the clusters ripened into grapes. Pharaoh's cup was in my hand, and I took the grapes and pressed them into Pharaoh's cup, and placed the cup in Pharaoh's hand." Then Joseph said to him, "This is its interpretation. The 3 branches are 3 days. In 3 days Pharaoh will lift up your head and restore you to your office, and you shall place Pharaoh's cup in his hand as formerly, when you were his cupbearer. Only remember me when it is well with you, and please do me the kindness to mention me to Pharaoh, so get me out of this house. For I was indeed stolen out of the land of the Hebrews, and here also I have done nothing that they should put me into the pit." Genesis 40, 9 to 15. Here's the poem I wrote inspired by those verses. The chief cupbearer's dream. When Joseph asked the 2 imprisoned officials about their dreams, the chief cupbearer shared his dream about the vine and the 3 branches. When the branches' blossoms came out, it ripened into grapes. Then the king's cup was in the dreamer's hand, and placed it in his hand. Joseph interpreted the dream that the 3 branches are 3 days, and in 3 days the Pharaoh will reestablish him in his office. Joseph reminded him to remember him when that happens, so that he can be pulled out from prison and go back to his land. Here's my essay. What an interesting dream interpreted by Joseph. This was one of the first dream interpretations that Joseph did when he was in prison. It was in prison that the Lord blessed him with such an ability to interpret dreams. Because the Lord was with him all these times, he was able to accurately interpret this dream. He reminded these 2 officials at the onset of their sharing of the dream that interpretation comes only from God. Despite all he went through, Joseph never forgot to give credit to God, and never forgot that all that he has are gifts from God. Reflection. Why do you think God gave this gift of dream interpretation to Joseph in prison? Well, we know the turn of events later on that he will eventually be a very important part of the Pharaoh's staff. In other words, the dream interpretation is the one that will bring him out of that prison. But God can actually just do anything and pull him out instantly. But probably God was grooming it in the timing where his rise from all these things that happened to him, because he was okay before he was put in prison because of a slander that Potiphar's wife did to him. So this is the way that God is resurrecting Joseph from that pit. So and one of the dreams, in other words, he was given a vision. It was like a vision of God showing him. So in other words, he was like anointed in terms of knowing what God's vision is. So in other words, it's like prophetic dreams that he is interpreting. So I encourage you to listen to how Joseph pointed more to God instead of to the gift that was given to him. And that was very very humbling of him to do, because despite all the gifts that he's given, and he never became haughty, he never became proud when he was already being appointed as by Potiphar in his house to take care of everything. So please check my website at ilmaars.com for artwork, photographs, and a copy of this blog. If you haven't already, please check over 3,000 videos I've done on my channel. Just type on Google or YouTube, search Ilma's Poem Devotional. Have a wonderful day.